Hello traders and welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And as you can see on my chart here, DXY this week had a strong bearish move. So this means that the downtrend is confirmed locally here. We broke this level here twice. We also broke this trend line here, which at the moment it doesn't represent anything. It's invalid. So the way things are looking right now, I expect in the coming week consolidation here for the DXY, maybe a deeper one, so we can get a nice crossover on the MACD, as you can see, and then another drop. If we get here a consolidation similar to this one, or at least a deeper pullback, then most likely we'll go with this sell setup that has the potential to reach this level here. So if we get here a sell setup, we'll definitely take it, and we'll look to take profits around this zone here. So if that happens, don't hesitate and go for your trade. But overall, the direction is towards the downside here. I'm not expecting this to go back up from here for now. I'm expecting to give us first a consolidation and then another drop, and then we'll analyze the price action to see if we get any signals for the upside. Overall, I'm very bullish on the DXY on the daily and the weekly. So I see this current move on the 4-hour time frame as a correction here before moving back up. We have to collect some liquidity because, as you can see here, this trend was pretty strong here, so it needs to pull back a bit, maybe towards the 50% level of this whole trend. So we have to wait and see. But as I was saying, if we get here a pullback or a consolidation, then the next move is towards the downside for sure. So with that being said, let's move on to the Euro USD. And this one, as you already know, this is the opposite of the DXY. So here for Euro USD, I'm expecting a consolidation to come in the coming week, a pullback, and then a move towards the upside, which is the opposite of the DXY. And I'm expecting this level here, this liquidity level here, to be reached first. So if we get here a pullback, then this one is a good trade as well. So for this week, Euro USD is bullish in my opinion. Let's wait for its consolidation to finish, and then we'll go with our buy setups. Moving on to Pound USD. For Pound USD, similar to Euro, I'm expecting here a consolidation, a small pullback, and then another move towards the upside. This year, we'll have to take it step by step because the structure is a bit messy. I think we need a bit more correction here before we decide if we go down or if we'll continue to go to the upside. If you can see here on the MACD, we don't have any divergence, so I'm expecting here a pullback to give us a crossover here and then another wave up to confirm the divergence of the MACD. And from there, we'll see if we'll gonna be looking for our sell setups. But until then, let's focus on this move. We can get here a small consolidation, a flag, and then another push up. But personally, I would wait for a crossover first before going into any buy setups. So let's wait for a deeper pullback, maybe a slow move, and then we'll go with this trade. For dollar yen, as you can see on my screen here, the price is forming a channel. So here for the coming week, if we get a breakout of the channel and consolidation, considering the fact that the DXY is pretty weak, I'm expecting this one to drop, because on the long term this has to correct as well. We didn't have too many pullbacks. We only had 2 of them here and here, so I think we'll need some sort of a consolidation, a deeper one, maybe a messy one, before we go back up. I don't think it will go this low and in this aggressive manner, but we have to take it step by step because the trend here is starting to give us some signs that the buy orders are closing in. So if we get here a breakout from the channel followed by a pullback, then we'll go down from here definitely, and then this might end up to continue towards the downside, consolidation and another drop. It could end up in a messy manner, but first and foremost, we have to focus on this move here. We have to wait for this breakout, pullback, and then another drop here. We might find some support level here that can push the price back up, but from there we'll see if the price will gain enough momentum to go back up again, or if it will continue to drop. So for this week, wait for this breakout, and then if the correction follows, then most likely we'll go down one more time. Australian dollar versus the US dollar. If you remember, we were expecting the price to finish this structure here. We call this an ending structure. So I was emphasizing a few weeks ago that my target will be, if this correction occurs, my target will be for the price to reach this level here. So the way things are looking, you can see that we have a pretty strong move here. So the next step for Australian dollar versus the US dollar, considering the fact that we don't have divergence on the MACD, this has to pull back first, and then if this gives us a bullish reaction, then this might be one of our trades of the week. So we have to pay attention. The price might crawl its way down towards this level here that I'm highlighting right now. So if the price pulls back towards this area, then most likely we'll go back up, and if we get here a bullish reaction inside this correction, then we have to go with this buy setup because it will have a decent risk to reward on it. Moving on to dollar CAD. For dollar CAD, we can see that the price is moving messy inside this parallel channel. We also have price resistance here, as you can see, and then the price started to drop from that level. Right now, in the coming week, I'm expecting here a consolidation. As I was saying, the dollar is becoming a bit weak in the coming weeks. So I'm expecting here a consolidation and then another drop, and see where we're at when the price will reach this lower channel line, and if it will gain enough momentum to break it. But overall, I'm positive that this will start to go up at some point. This is only a consolidation, a pullback on the bigger time frame, so you don't need to worry. It might look pretty aggressive on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily and the weekly, this is only a pullback, and it will, even if this goes lower than that, it will still look like a pullback compared to this trend that we have back here. Okay, so don't freak out if this happens. Let's wait for the market to unfold, wait for this consolidation, and then let's go with this drop if it happens. Personally, I'll be interested in trading this towards the downside. I'll wait a bit more to see what happens here in this area, and if it goes lower from there, I'm going to be looking for a bullish reaction until we get any signs that that will be invalidated. For gold, as you can see, we broke out of this trend line here, and right now the price is starting to move a bit messy. And what I'm expecting here in the coming week, the price might move up, end up moving like this inside a messy structure here, then maybe possibly drop and then continue towards the upside. Overall, I'm bullish on gold. I don't see it having any reason to drop from here, considering the current economic and geopolitical climate. So we have to wait here for a proper pullback. Personally, I don't like to go inside pullbacks that are trending, because they are pretty messy and it's pretty risky, so you can get out of the trade pretty fast with a loss. As you can see here, it was pretty difficult to keep a trade. Even if you bought it from here, the price would have come back down and taken you out. So for me, even if this will continue to form a channel here or whatsoever, I'm not going to be interested in the buy until I see a proper drop, pullback, before going back up. So for me personally, gold, I'm pretty bullish on it, as I was saying, and I'm expecting here the price to make this pullback, if not this week, maybe in 2 weeks time, because we don't know for sure how the price will react from here. I don't think this will drop straight from here to this level, but if that happens, then this is better for us. But in either case, I'll be waiting for this pullback to occur at some point, and then I'm going to be looking for my buy setups. Like I was saying, overall, the direction is bullish on gold. For silver, silver looks pretty good, better than gold. As you can see, we just broke out of this trend line here, and now the price is looking like it's consolidating, is making a traditional consolidation here, opposite of the trend. And this looks more friendly than gold. So if you ask me, the potential is better inside this correction here compared to gold. And you also might get a better risk to reward, because silver is only starting this bullish wave compared to gold. As you can see, gold moved pretty much inside that previous bullish wave. So this one here also has a bigger potential to reach the top and break the $30 level compared to gold. So we can get here a better risk to reward trade if it occurs. So what I'm expecting here, pullback, and if this happens, then don't hesitate to go with your buy setups. If for some reason the price decides to end up making something messy here and you don't like to trade inside corrections, put an order above, put your stop loss somewhere here, and don't risk more than 1% or 2% of your capital on the 4-hour time frame on this scenario, and then you can go with your setups here. For oil, if you remember, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were expecting the price to hit this level in a corrective manner, and then we were saying that we have to watch the price action to see if this will continue to drop or if it will start to consolidate and move back up to break this top. So we were pretty convinced that oil will reach the $100 level, but we had to wait and see because the price, because it had a strong bullish trend, we were in need of consolidation to happen, something similar to this before pushing back up to the $100 level. So the way things are looking right now, let's wait for the price to find some stability, and if this here consolidates, let it drop one more time, and then we'll be looking for our buy setups. We also have this trend line here in case the price decides to move in a messy manner and somehow at some point this will break out. Then we know what we have to do. We'll have to wait for this consolidation and then go with this buy setups. So keep an eye on this trend line as well. If the price doesn't decide to go down from here and make a clear structure, as you can see here, the price is pretty messy inside this zone. So it's pretty obvious that it was a bit harder to trade this kind of move. So we have to wait and see here, either for a pullback and a drop to give us more stability on the correction, either to wait for the price, if it's messy, to break out at some point to make a sharp wave up followed by consolidation, and this will be our trade. Like I was saying, overall I'm pretty bullish on US oil, so I'm expecting this one to hit the $100 area sooner rather than later, but first we have to wait for this consolidation to finish, and then we'll be looking for our buy setups. For natural gas, we were expecting, last time we spoke about natural gas, we were expecting the price here to drop and eventually reach this level. Unfortunately, the price didn't come to our target. Instead, it went up from a higher level than we expected. And the way things are looking, I'm expecting here a consolidation and then the continuation of this 4-hour uptrend that we find ourselves in. So as you can see here, this is a messy chart, but if you would have had the patience to wait for every pullback, like I was emphasizing here from the beginning of the summer, every pullback is a buy, then you'd have made a lot of money. And these are some hit and runs. You don't have to stay long if you're trading this one in a trade, because as you can see, the price comes back to take out your order and then goes in the direction of the trend. So it applies here as well. If we don't get here a deeper pullback, which I don't expect to happen at the moment, then we have to look for other kind of entries which are similar to the one that I'm showing you right now. If we get here a pullback, then you go with your buy setup. If you get a reaction, and then after it breaks this top and creates a higher high, then you close your trade and book profits, because this can come back down and make a messy structure on the way towards the upside. So better safe than sorry. But I personally advise you guys to not trade it from this level. Even if this goes a bit higher, wait for a pullback similar to this one. And if this happens, then you can go with your trade, so you have more room to manage your trade in case you get in, okay? Now let's move over to the stock market and start off with S&P. And as you can see, our analysis for S&P was spot on. I think we were expecting the drop from this level here. We'll analyze the chart that this will drop, break this level. Then we were expecting another consolidation to take out this low and make a new lower low here. And the way things are looking right now, this is pretty encouraging. We expected the price at some point to break this trend line, and so far so good. The next move for S&P here is a consolidation, a small one, or either a pullback, and then we will go with this trade towards the upside. This has the potential to break this top here, but we have to take it step by step first. So let's wait for this correction to unfold or this pullback, and then let's go with our buy setups. So for S&P in the coming week, I'm pretty bullish. Similar to NASDAQ, compared to S&P, it's a bit at a critical level here. We have to wait and see if we get out of this trend line, if we break it, because we don't have divergence on the MACD as you can see here. So this might drop one more time, or at least engage into a deeper pullback compared to the S&P. So for NASDAQ, I would advise you guys to carefully monitor the price action, and if you see here a pullback underneath the trend line, then you can go with your trade, but don't risk big on it. I personally would want you, if you're not that experienced, to wait for the price to break out of the trend line, and then only then, if you get a pullback here, then go with your trade. And in regards to the analysis, I'm expecting here a NASDAQ to be bullish, to break this previous top here. But first, we have to wait and see what signal we get underneath this trend line here. This is a pretty important zone, a crucial zone, I must say, for the fate of NASDAQ in the coming weeks. So we have to carefully monitor the price action if we get the correction, if we get a pullback, or if we get another drop. But in my opinion, I think this will consolidate and then it will push back up. For Dow Jones, if you remember, Dow Jones, we had an amazing trade on it last time. We were expecting this consolidation to occur, and then we were seeing that if that happens, go for this trade towards the downside. We were expecting this low to be taken out and create a new lower low. So this was more than 600 pips here. I think from the trade, yeah, 650 pips. And if you got this trade, congratulations. And now, what's next for Dow Jones? Similar to NASDAQ, let's wait here for the trend line to be broken, because also compared to NASDAQ here, we have a nice liquidity area that might create some resistance for the price, and that's why I want to see here a breakout from the trend line, and then if you get a pullback, then I advise you guys to go with the trade. Other than that, let the price do whatever it wants to do here, but if you want to trade it, I advise you guys to wait for a breakout from this trend line, wait for a pullback, and then go with this trade. Overall, from an analysis point of view, I'm expecting this one here to go towards the upside, but like I was saying, let's wait and see what happens and what's the next move in regards to the price action. For Nifty, we're expecting the price here to drop. If you remember, we were expecting this consolidation to occur, then the price to take out these levels. This was also a nice trade that happened, and we covered that on our YouTube channel, where I invite you guys to hit that subscribe button and also the like button for this video if you like our content. And if you remember, this was our trade 2 weeks ago, so the price moved pretty nice here. So I was saying that if we break here this level, then there's a good confirmation that we're gonna start a deeper consolidation and a downtrend will occur. So the first step has been confirmed. And right now, the way things are looking, I pretty much like the way the price is moving around here, because this creates a consolidation, and it should create a consolidation. Maybe we'll reach this trend line here, and then I'm expecting another drop. Of course, that this can go a bit deeper and then drop, because if you look closely, we don't have any divergence on the MACD between these two lows here. So what I'm expecting next, I would advise you guys, if you want to trade this towards the downside and engage in any shorts, I would advise you guys to wait for the MACD to give you a crossover. No matter if this one doesn't break or if it breaks the trend line, doesn't matter. Don't focus on the trend line here. Focus on the price action and focus on the MACD for this trade. We also have a nice area of liquidity here that I'm expecting to be reached if the consolidation gets a bit deeper. And if that happens, if we get a sell set up here, we'll definitely trade this towards the downside, and our first target will be a new lower low, as you can see here. So if that happens, very important, like I was saying, focus on the price action first. If the price moves messy and slow, and at the same time gives you a crossover on the MACD, then you have to wait for your reaction and go with your trade. For Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still consolidating from last time we spoke, and the way things are looking right now, if you remember, like I was saying on gold, the price has the tendency, when the trend is pretty strong, to correct in the direction of the trend. So it's pretty messy and pretty hard to get in this kind of move. So this is a good lesson for you guys to see it happening live. and I wouldn't advise you guys to buy it from here because, as you can see, everything is moving up and down, and it's pretty hard to keep a trade in. Only if you're a scalper, maybe you have some better luck. But the way things are looking here, I'm expecting this one to crawl its way up and at some point to drop in a pullback, and then I'm expecting the price to continue to go towards the upside. Next level is the 40K level, and I'm expecting this one to be reached. I don't know if it will be in a straight line, if at some point the price will shoot up, but that doesn't matter. I'm still waiting for this here to drop and at some point to start the move towards the upside, and when the buy orders will engage, I think this will head up towards the 40K level. So we have to keep an eye on it. No setups for now, only the direction for Bitcoin in my opinion is towards the upside. Last but not least, Ethereum. Ethereum looks way better than Bitcoin, like I was saying in the previous videos. This has a better risk to reward ratio if you decide to trade it from here, because this only had a small impulse towards the upside compared to Bitcoin. But it's enough for us to consider our chances that this is going to evolve into a consolidation and push the price back up towards the 2.1K level. So when this consolidation is over, if this drops one more time, then I'm expecting here the price to give us some sign towards the upside. And if that happens, let's wait for a proper reaction. And if you guys trade futures on Ether, or if you like to invest in it, then that would be a good area to buy to get a better risk to reward. Okay. So Ether, I'm pretty positive on it. We also posted an analysis on our TradingView profile. So if you have the time and you'd like to check it out, head over to our TradingView profile and see an in-depth perspective on Ether. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel. If you want to find the previous analysis, you can go in the video description below and you'll find the link over there. And until next time, I wish you guys a happy trading week ahead and trade with care. See you on the next one.